So good morning, fellow travellers. Welcome to Travelling Matt, where we build memories together. So today I'm going to be doing the Richmond walk, the Richmond shopping walk. Remember, I've done the Richmond historical walk. Today I'm doing the Richmond actual shopping walk. So I'll be going around all the shopping where all the shops are. So today I'm starting at Deer Park. So I'm going to finish right now and I'm going to show you parking. This is Deer Park parking. It's on the A316 and these are the times. So they're the prices, and you can also pay by Ringo if you've got Ringo, which I thoroughly advocate and say you should, because when you're out it would then tell you you need to top up, so you won't have to rush back to the car park. How many times have you done that in the old days? So what I'm going to be doing, I'm walking down to Richmond Station, which is just through here. So let's see what exciting things we're going to get. So I'm going to be walking just through the shopping centre, the high street, and seeing what we come and find. And I'll be talking to you about the different shops that are there. And also we're going up towards near Petersham, near the Petersham, should say, which is near Deer Park itself. And I'm going to show you a bit more older Richmond, where the shops were. So as you can see, spinning around, we're just leaving the car park. So you take this road, which will lead to, there's two exits actually at this car park. There's one that goes to the green, which is on the other side, where we started filming, where the old palace of Richmond is. And there's this side, which leads to the shopping parts of Richmond. Now Richmond doesn't have a shopping centre like Benetall's, like in Kingston or Westfield in Stratford or anything like that. These are kind of independent shops. You get some high street shops here as well, some main street shops, but it's more of I call it a cruise and buy. But you see when we get there. So as I said, I'm going to get to the station, which is an intercity station, by the way, so you can get it's mainly on the district line, but I'll check that when I get there, so I'll show you. I just wanted to show you a bit more of a historic part before we get there. This is, I think it's an old school. Cross over and show you guys. So these are residential, so I've just walked down from there. So this was your old school. And I just want to show you this part as well. Let's zoom in. This looks like it was an old church and the old school attached. You know, in the old days where you used to have the schools attached to the churches. Been brought up a Catholic, so it's really windy today. It should be okay when I get out of this park, because I'm going through a tunnel. And when I was driving down, I was fretting that it won't start raining again, because it started raining, as you can see from the ground. So now, peeps, fellow travellers, can you hear the bell? If I pan to the left, that leads to the 316, and on the left is where Richmond Community College is. If I go to the right and I cross over, over there was what was forming where the green is. And if you remember the actual Richmond Theatre, that's just there on the left hand side. So what we're going to do, we're going to walk through here, which is a tunnel. If you're coming at night, be careful, but it's quite well lit. It's called Old Station Passage. So we're going to pass through here, and that will bring us onto the high street. Now you got places like Costa Coffee, Starbucks and things like that here. So guys, it's a bit windy, I'm going through a tunnel. Oh, and this is new, first time I've seen this. and Amazon Fresh. So there's the station. These are the 316. So that's, you could say that's the beginning of Richmond. So there's the station. But what I'm going to do is turning right and walking up this way. And over here, you got NCP car park, which I used to use when I used to come here back in the day. Over to the Wildway Tavern. Actually, we get closer before I zoom in. So the Wildway Tavern, if I zoom in up here, it's a hotel, Wildway Hotel, and that goes back to 1888, days of Jack the Ripper. And I think it's an Irish pub, if I remember correctly. You got your old lovely McDonald's, if you like that sort of thing. You got a Revital. I should have bought my gloves. It's bloody cold and fresh. You get lots of actual buses that pass down here. So considering how old it is, I think it's gonna be a short one because it's really quiet. So you got a Tiger across the road. If you want to get your not so expensive stuff. So now, if you turn this way, that will lead to the green as well. But I'm not going to go that way. I'm walking further down. We're staying on the high street. I'll be going like back of myself, so I should cross over without getting run over. So you've got to pause and a rush. You got a little cul-de-sac there, full of houses. This is still very much a residential location. You get loads of trucks coming down here. My son had a house here, and he said it was kind of loud. Got big Robert Dyers for all your goods. They're pretty good actually. So I'm gonna spin around this way. You've got the smaller cafes. This is an Argentinian cafe. Look at that, ladies and gents, look at how beautiful setup that is. Gorgeous. So, Cafe Nero. So, you up here, you can turn, look at this, ladies and gents. Look at this, my fellow travellers. This is an old building. I don't know what it used to be. It looked like it used to be a church of some sort, or maybe government, but anyway. It's now a foodie place, like most of these places tend to be, or Tesco's or Sainsbury's take them over. So that way you can go down, I'm not going this way, but this way, there's Waitrose on the left. But what I'm going to do, that's where you can come round. Where I said I turned left, you can go that way. What I'm going to be doing is crossing over safely, so I'll show you. Just there. So it was around here where, I think it was just where Cars Galore was. One night we was coming back with some friends, and before I start that story, Let me just show you these up here because these shops are these are independent shops. So this is Whole Foods on the right, but these are the shops I want to show you. This is a bookshop. Oh, no, it's not a bookshop, tell a lie. It sells like like household stuff for your kitchen. This is a toy shop. You know, bar. Then you got kids cuts. So peep, this is for kids. And then it goes up to where you can get your buses. So I'm going to spin back round. So what I was going to say about that story was that when I said about cars galore was I was out with a few friends and we ate out. I think 5 guys. Anyway, I think anyway, we was out. Every time I'm out, I always get a kid screaming. So I see the exercise on their tonsils. So anyway, so let me just, before I start the story again, let me just show you this. We've got Whole Foods, which is a massive Whole Foods. Come here for my bits and pieces, for my healthy living experience. Joe Juice. So that's where I came from. Joe Juice looks very nice today, but you want to get your juices. So this road leads straight, Duke Street leads straight to where I filmed the historic Richmond, which was where the green was. We're going to be walking up this way, so I'm going to cross over. So anyway, I was out that night. I was telling you about the story. I was out and we saw this man drinking. He was really not Welsh. Where he was telling us a story about he fell out with his daughter. He was a manager, and he just wanted to, I think his name's called Andrew, or John, Andrew I think it was, and he was really low and he was trying to kill himself basically. He had things trying to slit his wrists, and because I work in mental health, these accessories, we did an intervention. So I called the police came out, and one of them was this young, obnoxious little twat of a policeman. He was really, really rude. So we were there, obviously he would have known about this man because people were just walking past him. So anyway, long story short, these people came. There was a mental health worker with them, because I knew the mental health people come out with the police sometimes. They sell shoes. And so came out, done the intervention, they took him to a local hostel. Took him into the hospital and took him to a local hostel, and we don't know what happened to him from there, but we assumed he was alright because the care community situation, but we didn't give him any money, but he will be taken care of. I might cross over. So I'm going to show you this building. Right there, if you go through there, that's where I said my friend's got his shop. And that goes to the green as well. Every time I see this shop, Oli and Steam, there's a preacher in America called Joel Osteen, so I keep thinking that's his shop. So, excuse me. Obviously it's not, but it'd be kind of interesting if it was. He preaches at Lakewood, very inspirational, and helped me out many times in my life when I was confused and having challenges. So a little plug for Lakewood Church. I like this shop. And there's a Marks and Spencer's. They do breakfast there, just what I'm mentioning. This place, Ressie's, if I get the name right. This used to be, I was going to say MTV then, but it's not MTV. This used to be a HMV. My friend used to work in there. This here used to be Debenhams. Peeps, remember the days of Debenhams? That used to be there. And if you go through there, you can just see the green in the distance. And anyone who's seen Historical Richmond video, I highly recommend to check it out because it tells you about historical Richmond. And the reason I'm mentioning that because this ship, the old ship, this pub, I speak about the history of it. So that's where I walked down from. One thing I've noticed about, because I used to be retail, they stopped taking stuff out the windows. Now, ever since the riots, they don't leave things in the window anymore. That leads down to the river. There's a massive water stones down there. And that, ladies and gents, see where the buses are turning? That's where the bus station is. This was my historic walk in Richmond as well. So I'm walking back, so you would remember this is I came from just around the corner from here. And that's the actual town hall and library. As you can see, down there is towards the river. And Five Guys. There's a TikTok thing you can do which goes, "Hey babe," and it goes, "Have you tried Five Guys?" And she goes, "What, all at once?" He goes, "I'm talking about the food woman," and I did that, and I think it's hilarious. So yeah, anyway, that's just me. So, sushi shop. Hairdressing and more food, a lot of food to eat, people. There's the bell again. That's where we walked down from. You've got whistles, space. It's Sunday morning, it's about 8 o'clock, so nobody's open just yet. So we're walking straight up here, and I'm going to veer off to the left. I do like this shop, never been in here. Bridge Hill. So it looks like they do gardening stuff as well, which is nice. So peeps, if you look straight down there, there's a bridge, and that leads to the river, and you turn right, goes through the river. You can sit where we was before. This place is gorgeous. I adore here, which is Bill's. Because my day job is a employment specialist for the NHS. Before I start this, hang on, I thought I'd show you this. This is the Richmond Cinema. So that's obviously, you can't miss it. If you go over the bridge, it's just there. You got the local runners that are out. This is Nando's. Lovely young men running. So, because I do a lot of community work, part of the I support, I'm in the NHS, so I support people getting back into work. So, one of the big things I do is meet people in the community. So, I meet them at places like Bill's to give them a sense of normality. So that's a charity shop. You got a hairdresser. You get some weird people, I have to say. But anyway, let's push on. There's Richmond Hotel. So you want to stay in the heart of Richmond. I don't know what it's like because I've never been, but it's in the heart of Richmond. And there's lots of construction digging up the roads these days. Now, people know I love my food, right? I keep going on about that, but that place is the bomb. So now we're going more, I call this more the well-being aspect of Richmond, because you've got a lot of therapy places up here. So, you've got property places. Let's have a look, see how much houses go for roughly around here, shall we? 5-bed. So 110 per calendar month. No, 110. I've tried £1,000, 10,000 per calendar month. People, 5-bedroom house in Richmond is £10,000 a month. Then that's nice. That's a smidgen of 20 per month, 20k per month. My son's a property developer, and he's a property agent, so he works in Teddington, but he covers a lot of Windsor, Richmond, places like that. So he'd be selling places like that. He works for a big brand. So we talk about that quite a bit. This is, I can't see the name, but it seems to be a yoga and Pilates. Organic pharmacy. I like that name, if I had to say it. Psychology, beauty and well-being. Oh, I love that crystal, do you see it? So this is where we came from. I just powered up the hill. And you see some of the pubs are supporting Ukraine with the terrible conflict that's going on. This is a florist. Look at that, peep. I'm standing. I'm gonna cross over actually so you can see the shop easier. I don't have one for heights, but anyway, there's the river. And that's where we came from. That leads to Petersham, which if everyone knows about Ham House, that's where that is. But I'm not going to go down there today. I will take you down there on the left and show you the poppy shop, the poppy factory. But I just want to finish this off here. Selling cheeses, so anyone's into cheeses. You've got the pub there, which is the Victoria Inn. I started seeing the sun's out, thank God. Thank you so much, God. I was literally driving down here and it was starting to rain. It was raining as I was driving. But nice to see that the sun's out. Sun's out, guns out. Yeah, so Indian cuisine. So it's a bit of a shake to the camera. I have to use my left hand a lot because I've injured my right arm training. No, not what you think, training. So I normally hold the camera in my right hand, but it's on the mend. But because I'm a Trojan, I don't stop for you guys. Look at this, Richmond Rascals. I'm going to cross over and show you that actually. My good friend Denise will love this place. It's for dogs. So I know where to come now when I have to buy Bertie her Pomeranian some birthday treats or treats. I've counted about 4 nail places up here so far. This is beautifully made. Looks like to do t-shirts. Interesting. This is still the same part. Fireplaces and stoves. Didn't know this was it actually. This is called Flames of Richmond. Wicked name. I love people with the unique names. So look inside, look at the fireplaces there. You can go downstairs as well. Because in Richmond you're going to get a lot of old historical fireplaces. So across here. Before I show you that, I want to show you this how this is all residential. So I'm going to go back on myself and turn left to show you the poppy factory. So if I remember correctly, you could come to the poppy factory and actually help make them selling of poppies. But let's inquire about that because oh bless, I was just talking to some woman, some old lady, and she explained my film, so I explained about the channel, and she goes she's lived there since 1982, and she's actually from Kensal Rise, more Kensington Way, and she said that it obviously gets suspicious when someone's walking around with a camera filming. I goes, no, I'm glad that you're challenging, because you know you do get suspicious people going around filming and ready to do canvassing, especially like early morning. So we just had a good chat, and she's a Londoner and she moved out here, and she said that she's been here since all that time, and she feels like people are not as friendly, which I disagree. People are friendly around here. I've come across people that have been really friendly, but yeah. So she said, I asked her if she wanted to be on camera, and she like looked at me and was like, no, maybe 30 years ago. So yeah, there you go. So this is the poppy factory. So I'm going to cross over in a minute. And then show you the puppy factory. So I said to her, you know, I'm recording this for future generations to, because there's all these developers building and changing the landscapes of our streets. This is to help immortalize how it was. So let me get a bit closer and show you the sign. This is the Brewers, but it's actually the Poppy Factory. And this Richmond River. So I'm going to double back on myself. And that one leads to Petersham, and also to a beautiful pub that does a lovely carvery. So I was going to go down there, but I think it's open. No, it's not. So I'm going to walk up and then show you the rest of Richmond. As you can see, Poppy Factory and Museum just through there. So what I'm going to do is walk back, but on the other side, so you can see from where I walked up there. This is the road I walked down and then turned to go down there. So So that's the view, so I can pan in, of the shops, of where I walked. And up there's where I filmed the river. And I complain about how the heights are too high. I don't like heights. Nice to see the sun out. So this time we show you by road A307 and towards Twickenham the A305. So I walked up there, but I mentioned where they got the roadworks. But this is another part. Clinic, barbers, and here we've got a nightclub called Viva's, strictly after 12 AM. Didn't realise there's a club here, but to be fair. And by the way, it's called the Odeon, and this is the cinema I showed you earlier. Cross over. Another property shop. You're gonna get a lot of that here. Yeah, I'm on the opposite side of the road, going back, showing you, I'm walking through the tunnel. Well, Shelter Park, Tony and Guy. And in there is where the market would be for artisans. So look, if you look here, and it's on every Sunday, 10:30 till 4. So I just missed that. Because I've been rehearsing for my new play. To a green village. Five Guys. Me and my Jake at Five Guys. Approaching the Ivy. To some jewelers. We also got charity shop. So I filmed this already, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to go return back to the car park, but I'm going back another way. So we've got this shop that sells furniture. Looks like high-end furniture that adorns my penthouse, of course. Check a left. I'm going to show you. Yes, let's go this way. No, let's go this way. So we was on this side of Richmond. And the shops. So I'm going to turn left here at Golden Court. Which will lead me onto the green. I want to see a bit of the other shops as well. These are all eateries as well, cafes. Here is a Richmond clothing shop. Got a pub here, the Princess Head, which I was in my last video. This is the green. And over there is Richmond, the remains of Richmond Palace. We've done a walkway through there before, my last video, the historical walk. I'm gonna walk up this way. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna cut across the green. So I want to give you a view of, if you come up to the green, just over there, see that markings? That's where they play cricket. And when I turn around, you're going to see the cricketers' pub, which is there. And sometimes in the summer, I'll come over here, sit and watch cricket. I used to play cricket back in the day. My dad, he's from the Caribbean, and remember him going out to the nets with him, and playing cricket because I was on a cricket team at school. Star batsman and bowler. So trained from the best, which is my dad, who used to play with the West Indian cricket team. Sobers, Lloyd, Marshall, all those, Vivian, Richards. So it was more like in the Caribbean, you can go to the different islands. My dad used to say, you chop down the tree, and as he was a carpenter, and his dad was a carpenter, they used to make a canoe and row to the different islands. When they rowed to the different islands, they would all meet up, and sometimes they used to swim across to different islands. So when he comes to the UK, and we used to be out, he used to say, oh, it's not like the Caribbean. I said, no, Dad, you can't swim across to Ireland or to France, you know, we have to get there first. So, yeah. So, just show you where I walk from. This is the green, Richmond Green. Now, if you haven't seen my historical video, highly recommend watching it, because I talk about this used to be a jousting arena, where when I talk about obviously Palace of Richmond, we spoke about where Henry VIII lived. Actually did live there, one of his last palaces, but his father Henry VII rebuilt it, but pre that it dates to 1107. So when Henry died, he went to Elizabeth I. Elizabeth I lived there and apparently died there. Yeah, so that's history in Richmond. It's a shame the palace never survived, but it is still remnants, and like the gatehouse and the entrance into the palace still survives. And it's just by the river. So I'm going to walk through here, which will lead you to Deer Park. Now, look at this balloon. Reminds me of It. One colour though, but I just see it blowing. So, excuse me, guys. So this is the entrance to the park, to the car park. Look, here's a balloon again. Look. Let's go, come with me. So that's the green. I'm gonna walk through, do my outfit in the balloon. To the car park. I don't really get why people don't say good morning. I think it's really rude. It's just, you know, you come and you're out, say good morning. You know, even when I go to the East London and people say hello, I know people see me with a camera, but don't worry, I'm not going to film you. I can kind of see how you react to it, and then I point the camera away. So you're not that important for me to film. So I'm recording this for future generations who wants to remember this beautiful country of ours. And I'm going back to the beast. So there you got the Way Troop. I don't know if I can film there, but I'll do it anyway. in Richmond. Thank you, fellow travellers. I'm back now at the Beast, and it was a good walk through filming at Richmond, the shopping part of Richmond, and seeing exactly what kind of shops are there. So if you're looking to come to Richmond, you can go for historical walks and look about the Palace of Westminster, the Palace of Richmond, or the remains, or you can go shopping there as well. And remember, this morning I was out about 8 o'clock, and you see what the times were for parking. So again, I want to please ask you, can you like, share, and please subscribe and press the notification button as well, so that will let you know when I do walks. So I'm going out every weekend if I can, and if I do evening ones, I'm be going out in the evening after work. So predominantly it's going to be the weekends I'll be doing it, so I'm going to try and do 1 or 2 a week. But and if there's anywhere you want me to film, I'll walk around and talk more about, I will just be leaving the comments and I would select them. So thank you once again, and I'll see you on my next walk, where I'll be building memories with you guys. Look after yourself, stay safe, and God bless, and thank you.